stat button.
Stat button? Where is it? Tell me exactly where it is. Can't find it. Can't find it.
Row
Oh, I have to hit.
far on the right. Far right.
Do I have to hit it? Do I just hit stat? Oh, there it is. Stat. Okay. Yep.
And then you tap, and then you go edit.
Edit.
Like
yep.
by hitting the enter button.
Oh, look, all my lists are blank. So what do I put in list 1? What
X
numbers do I put? The X
2,
values.
6.
So 2.
Enter. 4.
Enter. 6. Enter. And then what do I do?
And then go over to L2. 9. Enter. 5. Enter.
9, 5, and what?
-8.
I think I put -8, right?
Yeah.
-8. Okay. I hit enter. So now I've got the points in there. Now what do I do?
Now right from there, hit second 0.
Second 0?
Yep.
Oh, so you're going straight to catalog. Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then you use second key.
Okay, okay.
I just did stat and then.
Yeah, so look, if you hit stat and go to calc, look what's there. You can go to Quadratic. Catalog is really good because sometimes you just can't remember which menu something is in. I remember in high school using the catalog feature like all the time. And just to be clear, if you go to catalog, which is in the bottom left, so second 0 right here, you're gonna get a whole list. These are all of the commands your calculator can do. And Noah asked me, what do I do if I need to scroll like 10 meters down? The Q button, if you look up here, there's blue letters above each key. If you do second Q, I think it's going to be...
You have to hit 9 twice. You have to hit second 9 and then 9 again.
Oh, Q. But you want to get Q, right? WX. Where is Q?
9.
I thought it was 0.
Oh, it's Q. It's alpha Q. No, it's not...
No, second Q.
Oh, second... Like this?
Yeah, and then hit it again.
It's not working on this for some reason. On the emulator, it might be a little different. I thought it was alpha, yeah. Alpha Q. Yeah, alpha Q. Yeah, it might be a little different on your model. So alpha Q. So look what it jumps to. It jumps to Q on the list. So anyway, so if I get Quadratic, now what do I do?
Oh, then you just hit enter.
I hit enter.
And then you get your equation.
Now this is where you might see slightly different things depending on your calculator model. It might give you it might list them a little differently, but it's going to give you something similar. Does this give us exactly what we want to know right now? Yeah, right here. What did it tell us? So it tells us right here in this. So if I go back to graph here, what do I see when I graph this thing? There's nothing on it, right? You see how there's nothing on it? If I go to y equals, and you see how plot is, I can go up to plot and hit enter. Look what happens when I graph now. What did it put on the graph? It put the points on the graph, right. If you look above the y equals, so if I hit second y equals, it gives you the stat plot option. So plot 1 is list 1 and list 2. See how it says L1 and L2? You can tell it which lists to use for the x and y coordinates. And then you can also, I think you can do the colors as well. But if I hit the graph here, oh, that's pretty cool, right? So now what could I do? I could go into y equals, and what could I put for y1? Negative 1.125, right? So negative 1.125x, 125, oh, gotta go back, 5x what? Squared. And then what was it? It was plus 4.75x. Plus what? Plus 4, was it? Excellent. So when I hit graph on this, what am I gonna see? What should I see? It's thinking. Oh, look, it's thinking. Look what it does.
It just goes through the points.
Should it go through the points? Absolutely. So look, in the upper left, you see how plot is on up there? If plot 1 is on, it's going to try to plot points that you have in your list. What happens if you have no points in your list but plot 1 is on? Some of you yesterday when you tried to graph, it gave you some weird errors like can't graph, sorry. If plot 1 is turned on, do you see in the upper left how plot 1 is turned on? If plot 1 is turned on but you have no points listed in your list, it has a big problem with that. It tries to do something with nothing and it breaks down. So you have to make sure you have points in there. But is this what it should look like?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it has a negative coefficient, so it's going down.
It's going down, but how do we know that that graph, I mean, what's the simple thing? Does it go through the points?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the idea. It does go through those points. So let's make up some new points, shall we? So if I go into stat right now, sorry, stat is over. I always miss stat. It's always right there. There it is. If I go into stat and I go to edit, there's an easy way to, I think there's an easy way to clear the list. Yeah, I think if you hit clear on L1 and hit enter, look, it clears the entire list. That's going to be super helpful because are you always going to be working with 3 points? No. Hit clear, enter. Someone give me a point, any point you want. Make one up. Make one up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Drop your calculators. Drop what you're doing. Stand up and just watch. Someone give me a point. Any point.
3, 5.
Okay, we're 3, 5. 3, enter, and 5, enter. Michael, give me another point. Any point.
4, 8.
Let's make it -4. And how about -8? I'm just trying to space them out a little bit. Someone give me another point. Any point you want.
17.
What? 17, 15?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's just make it 17, enter, and 15. So if I wanted to see what this looks like, enter. What do I do to see what this looks like? What button should I just hit? Graph. Now, when in y equals first, what should I delete from here? Yeah, delete that equation. That has nothing to do with it, right? Is plot 1 on?
Yes.
So therefore, when I hit graph, should I see the points? Oh, I only see 2 of the points. Why do I only see 2 of the points? Zoomed in too far, right? It's off the graph. If I hit zoom, there's an option here that is pretty good. Anybody know which one?
Standard.
Standard is a good place to start, but there's a better one for this case. Nope. Nope. Keep looking. Zoom stat. If I hit zoom stat, it actually does a pretty good job generally of picking the right values to show all of the statistics that you're graphing. I think that's what it stands for. Hey, are they there? That's kind of cool. Okay, so what do I press now if I want to get the quickest way to that function that figures out the quadratic regression? If I hit stat, and then what do I go to? Calc, and then which one is it? 5, right? And then I hit, oh, I can hit enter, 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 yeah. Look what it does. Oh, now is it always going to be nice numbers? No. So here's the thing now. Let's say I wanted to graph that right there. Let's say I wanted to graph that. What's kind of annoying about all those numbers? Yeah, what were those points? I remember what the points were. I'll put them right here. I don't really remember. But we have 3 points, and then when we graph them, we ended up with this right here. So it turns into that. Well, you have to remember what they are, right? There's actually something super helpful, and I'm trying to help you out here, kids, so you might want to pay attention to this. When you go to stat, and on some models, when you go to calc and then quadratic right here, what's the x list? It's asking, what are the x coordinates? List 1. What are the y coordinates? List 2. Frequency list, you can ignore that. But store reg EQ, does anybody know what that means?
You know what I mean? Like, we're just storing the calculator. Like, save it basically.
You can save it right now. Would that be useful?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can save it somewhere. Where do you think you want to save it? If I do, where is it? It is vars, yvars, function, y1. Where am I storing it? In y1. If I hit enter on this, I think this will work. Oh, it did it, right? Did it do the same? Did we end up looking at the same thing?
Yeah.
But look, if I go to y equals, look what's there.
That's so great.
It automatically inputted it. I'll tell you how to do it, but the whole idea here is, did I have to type all that out? No, and is that super helpful because it goes to super far decimals? If I hit graph now, what should I theoretically see? Oh, does it go through all the points? It does go through all the points. So how do I do this? Watch, and then you're going to try it. Here's the thing, very important. Depending on your calculator model and depending on your software version, it might be a little different. The key thing to remember is this function right here, reg EQ. That's what you're looking for, okay? I'm going to give you a few minutes to look at this. Some of you have not done this last night. Don't sit down. I didn't say you could sit down. Stay standing. I know it's tough. I'm going to do it one more time for you. If I hit stat and go to calc, which function do I want? Quadratic. I hit quadratic right here, and then what do I go down to? Store reg EQ. Some of your calculators will have this. If I hit, there's a vars button. The vars button is right here. This is the catalog for all the variables, all the things that act as placeholders. If I hit vars and then go to, which one do I want to go to? Y vars. Which y var do I want to put it into? Well, function and y1. If I go down to calculate now and hit enter, where does it put that function? It puts it in y1. It puts it in y1. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes.
Okay.